Yeah, it is an overcast day in March, but it's kind of spring, so what better day to record my Easter home decor. That's been a long time coming, I'm sure. I have not been the best about vlogging, and I keep saying that, and I had every intention at the beginning of this year to be on top of things. I had goals about vlogging, goals about social media posts, and they all just fell by the wayside so far. So I need to get myself back on track. May not happen till April, but I'm trying. I don't know. You just get off track, and then all you can do is try and get back on. I mean, there's no point in beating yourself up over it. It's a normal thing to get off track. And it's just odd, though, to me that I would get so off track because I had just come out of doing Vlogmas like every day. I was able to do that and keep up and sometimes even be ahead and scheduled ahead. But I can't keep up with a weekly vlog now, and it's March. I don't know. Maybe it was like the dreariness of winter or something that just had me so unmotivated, or maybe it was just like everything else going on, like grandma and my mom being sick and all the things like that. I don't know what it is. I don't know. We don't really need to know. We just need to try and get ourselves back on track, right? So, in any regard, that was quite a little side tangent, but cheers with my morning coffee. I had intentions of also trying to add in that little intro clip filming like the sunrise. There have been some beautiful spring sunrises, but today was not one of them. Today is overcast and dreary. It's about 50 though. So I do have my little box here. I'm going to do some more. This is the box the bulbs came in. That's why it says on the side. But these are just my seed packets and labels and that. I had to order some more little pots and shells. So I'm going to do some more seedlings, I think, today. Yeah, and go from there. It doesn't need to be super warm to just go out and get some dirt. But in the intro, you did see that I need to do some cleanup in the little garden patches, little flower beds and things. But how exciting that there are daffodils bloomed. There are hyacinths coming up already from the bulbs I put in. Like, incredible. And I didn't film like out in the grass because it's just full of peanut shells from the squirrels all winter, but there are huge like clumps of snowbells that or snowdrops or whatever you call those little white flowers that pop up in the grass and here and there. They haven't bloomed yet, but patches everywhere. Love it. So yeah, my dad had wanted to cut the grass already the other day to kind of mulch up those peanut shells, but I didn't let him do it because I want these to bloom yet. I don't know. We still might have snow yet over St. Pat's or something, so we'll see. Maybe it wasn't cold enough for them to bloom yet, so they're late. I don't know. We'll find out. I want to leave them alone yet, though, even with the shells there. So, yeah, in any regard, this is the Easter Home Décor Tour for 2024. I got that year right this time too, unlike Halloween. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around and show you what I've done like for decorating for Easter and bringing like some lighter spring colors back in, as well as some scents. Of course, I had to change out my Mrs. Myers, just to have some spring scents and my candles and things too. So we started the tour already. I showed you the wreath I had on my back door. That wreath actually was a few years ago. It was my mom's entry to the Campfield Fair. She put the wreath together herself. It's like just on a metal kind of frame, and the boxwood is a garland that she attached, and the plaque, she made the ribbon herself, and she completely did the cross stitch that was on there. So yeah, I think it came out adorable, and I was happy she let me use it, but unfortunately, she didn't win anything for it. I don't know what these judges are thinking. I mean, that took a lot of work, and it's very cute, and shows talent, but she didn't win anything. So yeah, we started the decor there already, and I'm going to proceed and go through our normal route and end with the front porch, I think. Or maybe we'll go out to the front porch and end with the restroom, bathroom, whatever. I don't know. We'll see what order we go in. But in any regard, andiamo. Let's get going. Bye-bye. All right, so let's start our tour. Behind me is the back door where that wreath was hanging, just to give you a little perspective there. Below me is Dante wandering around looking for crumbs anywhere between the kitchen and dining room. I don't think he'll find any today. And Dante, what do you think? He's not sure. Anyway, here on the end, this little black table that says you come up these steps. This year, I chose to put there these purple and green branches that have like beads in them. They're gathered together. You might remember those were out a few years ago all over the place. And I got this particular one at Tuesday morning, which we don't have anymore. And they're like a hit or miss place. So there's no link that I can give you for that. And I'm not sure if they went completely out of business or just our local ones did or not, but yeah, no link for that. This boat here, also cannot give you a link for it. A few years back, I think I've had this maybe 5 years now, possibly. These little like bunny things came out first with Pier 1, which also out of business now. And Big Lots did like mock takes on them, which I think Big Lots still does these like kind of bunnies, but I don't believe they have this canoe one. I think it's a canoe, but I took it to be like a gondola. This stick had gotten broken like storage, but because of his striped shirt and the hat, to me it was a gondola, I guess. Okay, and then to the other side here, my skinny wall that I never know what to do with. These two baskets I had stored away in a closet like forever. They're actually from Home Interior, which I don't know if they still do Home Interior anymore or not either. But I had them stored away like forever, and I saw it on Pinterest. Someone do something similar as like their door thing instead of a wreath or what have you. So I just took those baskets. I thought, what a good idea for that wall. So I've got my bunny that was from TJ Maxx a few years ago, some Michael's picks, which were not bought this year either, Sam's Club ribbon from a few years ago. This head of lettuce I did get this year at Hobby Lobby, so you probably still can find that in their faux food section. This little burlap carrot and lavender bunch thing was from Michael's. Michael's? Or was it Hobby Lobby? I don't know. I'm not sure which one, but it wasn't this year. And this carrot patch sign also wasn't this year, but I had this put away in my tote, and it was from Everything's a Dollar. Funny thing, when you get outside and you see my porch decor, I actually thought the sign was cute and bought the same thing again for the porch decor this year. So I didn't know I already had one, so I used it here. You'll see that twice. Okay, and then into the kitchen. I've got a candle burning. I'm trying to use up things that I have. This one is called Relax Girl. I'm not sure, like, brand-wise or anything like that. It's like some kind of eucalyptus scent thing, and it smells like you're at the spa. It just smells great. I didn't have any, like, actual spring ones yet, lilac or anything like that. And I'm just trying to use up things that I have, my candle collection. And this dish here I picked up thrift this year, but it was thrifted, so I can't link it. It's not like any name thing. I still keep trying to find these lettuce or cabbage dishes, like little plates and that, and I cannot find them. But I found this and I thought it was cute, so filled it with some jelly beans. And then, of course, my Mackenzie Child's dish towel here, but it's not from this year. I'll look and see if they still have that to link. But I picked it up at Ivory and Birch a couple years ago. And Mrs. Meyer's, I am still using Snowdrop scent because I'm still waiting on mine to bloom. So eventually they will, and it seems seasonally appropriate for now. And then on the counter here, the only other place there's anything Easter in here is the bowl that I had gotten for Christmas. That is Mackenzie Child's. I'll look and see if they have it to link, but Renee did say she bought it in the barn sale, so not sure. Then there's my box of seeds, and that is it in here. So we will continue to the dining room. Okay, so in here in the dining room, you can see my centerpiece there. There's a bunch of crosses, sage candles. We'll go into detail there in a minute. On the mantle, I did some decor. Again, we'll go there in a minute. And this is the buffet. So let's start with the tablecloth. I picked this up this year because I have to protect the new table now. It scratches like crazy. So I put the protective pads down and the tablecloth over that. I found this on Amazon this year. I will link it in the description box down below, but I just loved how the colors, and how it had the spring and the bunny and the crosses. And you can see in the center, it's kind of got like a leaf pattern throughout, but then in the center here is the full display of what goes around the side, which I know I have stuff on it, so you can't see it real well. But I will link it in the description box. It was very reasonable, and it's got like this gorgeous silky feel. I was very happy with the quality. These placemats I just got this year as well. They're reversible. I think I showed you in one of my shopping. They were from Hobby Lobby. They were on their 40% off sale, so I think they only came out to be like $1.20 each. And I got 6 just to, then you got to put a tablecloth, so then you got to protect the tablecloth. It's just a mess. I'm not sure. I don't know. I kept wanting this table, a new table, a different table. I think I should have got something less formal. I mean, I'm happy with it, but I can just see me messing it up. I don't know. Okay. So candlesticks, these I have had for years. Just old crystal, they're Waterford candlestick holders. And then these ones were a gift from Julie for Christmas a few years back. They're like a mercury glass. I think she picked them up at a store called At Home. The crosses here are borrowed from my mom. She got them actually at Kirkland's, maybe Hobby Lobby. She had them for years though, and when she saw the tablecloth, she suggested I use them because she wasn't using them, so I took her up on that. These egg appetizer plates I just have out. Each one's a different color. I picked them up several years ago as well at TJ Maxx. So nothing to link still yet except the tablecloth for you. On the mantle, you'll notice I changed the picture. That picture was from Hobby Lobby last year, and I had it on that skinny wall in the kitchen for a while. But I thought color-wise, just to lighten things up, I put it here for a little bit. The Happy Easter sign I've had for years. It was from another store yet that went out of business called Packetans. It was like a local Western PA, Eastern Ohio store. They were based out of Pittsburgh. This is a garland of lamb's ear that I picked up a few years ago at Michael's. And these little colored bunnies were thrifted. So the side here show these two bunnies. guy. And I'll back up after again. We're from Dollar General a few years ago. Just an odd find. I was in there buying like Swiffers or detergent or something, and they were on an end cap, and I thought they were cute and pretty good quality for them, and picked them up. The candlesticks in the back here are Fiesta. They go with my dishes. I've had them forever. The trays and planters here, you'll remember when I went to Petiti's, I picked those up, and these are my hyacinth bulbs inside here. The ones outside, doing much better. It's supposed to warm up in the next few days, so I think I'm going to start putting these outside during the day and bring them in at night. I think they're just not getting enough sun, maybe. I mean, they're kind of blooming up, but they're not opening the way they should. I don't know. And I've just got my copper watering pot here to water them. This runner was from Hobby Lobby. On the other side, it's actually pumpkin. It's just the reverse side of it. The wheelbarrow here is another borrowed piece from my mom that she wasn't using this year. That was from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, I believe. She can correct me on that. These little tools here, the year that she got this, it actually was supposed to be like a salad server thing or something. The year that she got this, I found these on clearance at Cracker Barrel and picked them up for her. There's a pitchfork and a shovel, and they were like the salad tongs is what they were sold as. The bunch of carrots back here I picked up last year at Michael's, I believe. The cabbage I picked up this year, I showed you at Hobby Lobby. And then I just threw in some lettuce and carrot seed packets there. This sign was from Hobby Lobby last year, but I believe they have it again this year. So yeah, that is what I did on the buffet. And I'm quite happy with how that came out. Continuing then our way around into the living room. I borrowed a lot of things off my mom this year, I think. I'm not sure. Again, we've got some lamb's ear garland wrapped around. The leopard pastel eggs were from Hobby Lobby several years ago. And then these little bunnies with the grapes, again, were borrowed from my mom. I think she thrifted them. I'm not sure where they actually came from, so can't link them, but borrowed. And yeah, I borrowed a lot of stuff this year from her. Okay, continuing then over here, my junk bowl is getting completely out of hand. I need to clean that up. But I changed out my hydrangeas. Ignore the yoga mats to the side, and I still have boots there. And changed out to hydrangeas and some Mackenzie Child tall spring flowers in there as well. And I put my Mackenzie bee in there for now. I'll get to the junk bowl. Up top here, you can see a collection of the hand-painted Russian Orthodox eggs and Last Supper pieces. So it's the eggs. Some of them were from the Easter craft show and church sale. I have a cousin who's Orthodox, and she painted them. This one I think actually is like a decal that goes on, but she painted like this one, some of these ones up here. They no longer do that the last couple of years. Well, they excuse me, quit during COVID and then just never started back to it. And then this one I found at an antique store a couple of years ago as well. This slate here, I think I showed you last year. It was painted, which, I mean, you can see the detail. This is a old slate roof shingle, and a friend of my grandfather's had painted that, and somehow I inherited it. In my crock up here, I just put an arrangement of Mackenzie Child that I had gotten last year, and this hydrangea bunny I picked up last year, as well as the egg pick. this Last Supper glass plate. You'll remember I had out last year. I had thrifted that from a trip to Berlin. And then this Last Supper here is chalk. It's completely out of like that antique chalk stuff. And this came from my great aunt and great uncle's house that they had passed this past year. And back in the fall, I think it was. And their daughter let me come and take a few things from the house. And that was one of the things that I took. They had that hanging in their kitchen. So it's probably from like the 40s or 50s, being it's chalk. It's very heavy. But there is a screw in there behind it. And you can see, like, it's so detailed. All right, continuing, we've got Coco, who has completely messed up the couch already. And then over here by the TV, I've got the arrangement that I had made last year in the Chanel bag here with this rabbit from Hobby Lobby a few years ago that when you're up close, it looks like it's actually burlap. So I think from here, that is all I've done. My mess over there. From here, I think we will go outside. So from Porch Decor, the bunning fabric I just found at Joann's. The sign should look familiar. As I told you, I picked that up again this year. Everything's $1, as well as that garland. And then on the porch under the topiary, I put that little purple bunny that I had shown you from Hobby Lobby. And some carrot picks, also from Everything's $1. And I used ribbons from the, this actually went up there. I think the mailman put that down for me. The ribbons are from Sam's Club a couple years ago. I'll have to fix that when I can put the camera down. The lantern was from Petitti's in the fall. I had shown that. And I had an extra pick, so I just stuck it in here of the carrots. And then my front door wreath is the same. I've been using for several years. It's just a grapevine wreath with a pastel egg garland attached to it. The garland had come from, you can hear the TV now, sorry. The garland had come from a furniture store in Vermont when it was going out of business. And I just attached it with some ribbon there. And I've been using that for several years. So that is the outdoors. And now we'll look at the bathroom. Okay, so in the restroom now, on the sink, I changed out my hand soap and my guest towels. I've just got these like botanical looking ones. This bunny was from the checkout at TJ Maxx a couple years ago. The hand towels were from TJ Maxx. I need to wash it already. When I brushed my teeth this morning, I got makeup on the towel. So, yeah, we'll deal with that. I did put my wall back to normal from the winter ski scene. So that is done and back to normal. And then I brought up an arrangement that I've had for quite a while. I just changed this pick. The arrangement was thrifted in this like beautiful urn thing. And in the fall, I have like a green pumpkin I stick in there. But at Easter, I have this moss bunny. And my Happy Easter egg thing was from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. And then this is just a wonderful smelling candle that I'm going to end up using as I try to get through all of my candles before I buy more. It has like a fresh laundry scent, so that'll be good for spring too. All right, so that is it for, let me turn the light on. I promised I would do the lights and it's hooked there and I still didn't turn the light on. Yeah, just part of not getting into this vlogging right. need to get better. I need to get better. In any regard, that is this year's Easter decor. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you made it all the way through, just out of curiosity, put some sort of emoji in the comments or something. Just let me know. Being I'm so off schedule, it's probably best to subscribe so you get notification when new videos are uploaded, although I'd love for you to subscribe anyway to help support my channel and help it grow. And I will see you next week. I believe next week will be the Craniacs tour. So Easter Bunny Lane at Craniacs. So I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.